cookies.
Oh.
You were about to panic, weren't you?
Mm.
Then you'd lost them. That's where I got cross with you on another occasion.
We finished last week's episode at the Scottish border on the east coast. At the end of that episode, we explained in detail why we weren't continuing the coast adventure around Scotland. It's now 11 weeks later as we restart the trip at the northernmost point on England's west coast. Rather than ride straight up the motorway, we got off at Birmingham and plotted a route mostly along lanes threading our way up the spine of England. This way we got to enjoy some of the very best of England's countryside as we travelled through the Peak District, Yorkshire Dales and the Pennines. We'll be releasing a full series of the whole trip sometime in the future, but we wanted to give you a glimpse of part of it now. You join us at the start of the third day, grab yourself a cuppa or something stronger and sit back and enjoy a little bit of our progress through the wonderful Yorkshire Dales.
The absolutely delightful village of Malham.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it?
It was, where we stayed at the youth hostel, down with the youth.
Although most of them were actually our age, I think, weren't they?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Met some interesting people, had a lovely meal, and went and saw Malham Cove, which is through that gate on our right just there.
Yeah.
Malham Cove, and in fact, looking over the wall,
yeah.
you can see Malham Cove.
There it is.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really amazing.
Yeah, and the bird song down there was incredible. We love our coast, but this was a reminder of just how beautiful other parts of Britain are. Often overlooked, the Yorkshire Dales are one of the prettiest places in England. If you haven't been there, you really must put it on your to-do list.
Find words to describe it, isn't it?
Yeah. You just want to absorb it all.
Yeah. Hopefully the pictures will do it justice.
Yeah.
Because I think we've got, obviously it's lovely scenery, it's beautiful environment. There's hardly anyone about.
Yeah.
And we've got fantastic weather. It's got to be the best combination of factors for this right now. So we're making our way up the middle of the Yorkshire Dales, straight through the middle basically, on minor roads and lanes like this. And then we're going to the North Pennines. And we're doing exactly the same there, straight through the middle of the North Pennines, popping out at the top at Carlisle. Well, there's a castle there.
Yes.
I think that's where we're headed.
Ah.
I think we're going down here. Yeah, we are.
Turning left.
Turning right.
Sorry, turning right.
So, heading for that structure on the hill. Carlisle Castle. Because Carlisle is the closest city to the Scottish border, many people assume it's the most northern English city, but it's not. There's only 0.1 of a degree latitude in it, but Newcastle just about takes the win. Carlisle is only 8 miles from the Scottish border and started as a Roman settlement to serve forts along Hadrian's Wall. Carlisle Castle and the city became an important military stronghold in the Middle Ages. The castle served as a prison for Mary, Queen of Scots in 1568 and currently hosts the Duke of Lancaster's Regiment and the Border Regiment Museum. In the early 12th century, a priory was built and gained cathedral status. During the Industrial Revolution, Carlisle developed into a densely populated mill town. This, combined with its strategic position, allowed for the development of Carlisle as an important railway town, with 7 railway companies sharing the Carlisle main station. Today, like many British cities and towns, it seems to rely on retail, light industry, the service sector and its university to generate its wealth. So we're in Carlisle and we're now recommencing the coast adventure. We're heading off now for the west coast. Got some directions and we're heading down the Lake District, the Cumbrian west coast. So hopefully within about half an hour or so we'll see the sea. Here we are near the Scottish border on the west coast, and we're going to make our way down the west coast of England and Wales hopefully over the next few days. So we're in Cumbria. We're heading for an estuary. Can't remember the name of the river or the estuary at the moment. but we'll put it up on the screen. We're very close now to getting ourselves down onto this estuary. You might see on the map. So what we've done so far, we've done the whole of England basically, other than the west coast. Although that said, we've done the southwest coast, we just haven't done the west coast further up. So we will be progressing it a little bit today. Going to make our way down the Cumbrian coastline with the Lake District to our left, and there we go, just hit a way marker. I'll hit continue quickly, see where we're going. Yeah, straight on. And we haven't booked anywhere to stay. We're in two minds whether or not we will camp or find somewhere to stay, but we're open-minded about that. Could be a B&B or a pod, a yurt, a shepherd's hut. We'll just wait and see. We're hoping to just come across somewhere on the travels. Well, I think we're going to see it.
Yay! Here we are.
Here we are.
Water.
Water.
That must be Scotland over there.
Yes.
Wow, here we are again. Skinverness this wasn't it?
Skinverness. Skinverness or Skinverness, I can't remember
like
what it was called now. But it's, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a resort. It's a seaside town, in as much as it's a town on the seaside, but it's an ordinary town that just so happens to be, well, on the estuary side, should we say, but it's pretty much the sea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to other seaside areas, this northwest coast attracts a lot less visitors. Much of it is solely industrial and or residential. I'm not sure you can describe any of the seaside towns as resorts. The overall impression we had was that they were struggling to survive from a combination of small industries, fishing and lastly, tourism. This is in stark contrast to the Lake District, which is literally a short drive inland. This polarisation of their fortunes is perplexing. The Lake District has been recently named the most popular tourist attraction outside London. Nearly 20 million people from all over the world visit every year, and yet very few of them take a trip to the coast. Cobbles,
yeah. Bumpity bump. It's bigger than I thought, this place. Maybe we're not in that Skinverness. Let's have a look, see if it says. Looking for clues.
Look on the left, look at these buildings. Gorgeous.
Oh, did you catch that police car? Morris Minor?
No.
I think I might have just got it on the camera, hopefully I did.
Old classic.
Yeah.
Wow. Annoyingly, when I put this video together a couple of weeks ago, I discovered that GoPro had one of its diva moments and decided to stop performing. So we're just taking you back through what little footage survives. This is Silloth. It was one of those places that really surprised us. Its position on the Solway estuary made it an important place for shipping making their way into the industrial heart of Carlisle. It's much less important now, but the grand, colourful architecture that has been lovingly preserved has left its mark. I can't think of anywhere in England that compares to it. It has the feel of some Irish towns. Netherhall, is that where we're at? Netherhall?
Netherhall, yeah, I think
Netherhall?
I think it was.
So we're now looking for somewhere to stay the night.
It can take a good hour or two to find that place, so if we had an early start, then we start looking early, don't we?
Yeah, it's about 3:30 now. So, and well, it's a lovely day, and it's not over yet. We could perhaps even have a dip in the sea.
A dip in the sea, yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, nice wide street.
Maryport, maybe. I don't know. Is it Maryport? Netherall?
I think it was Netherall.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of both though. I just saw Maryport written up there.
Oh, that says Maryport on the garage.
There we go. So this is Flimby. We've actually just come through it, and yeah, very down to earth place. We've got a railway to our right. It must be a lovely railway to travel along. Fantastic view. And then we've got the monsters of windmills ahead of us. You can't really get an idea of the scale of it now because they're all side on to us. There's quite a few of them. So there's not a lot in the way of campsites and B&Bs.
Ooh, that is windy.
Well, you can see why they chose here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It was already windy before, but it's really windy down this particular channel. Coming in from there, they're whizzing round, aren't they?
Yeah, all birds, they must have trouble navigating them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So we've come from the east coast to the west, and we left the east coast looking at a load of windmills, didn't we, if I remember rightly?
Yeah.
And now there's a load on this side as well.
And this is Workington. Industry to our left, a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
Very down to earth.
Travelodge taking pride of place.
Yeah. Not for us. Not tonight.
No.
We have this dream, utopian dream of a beachside camping site or something, with our own private sandy beach.
Yeah.
And a warm surf. Nothing less will do.
What a dreamer. Has the hot weather gone to his head? Does he really think this stretch of coastline has a paradise beach? Will we find somewhere nice to stay, or end up at another youth hostel? The story is far from over. Join us next week and find out where we eventually end up.